So start with the clipping part. What is mean by clipping? First we are going to see here. So when we have to display a large portion of the picture, see, when we want to display a large portion of the picture, then not only scaling and translation is necessary. We need to identify which part is visible and which part is not visible. When we want to display a large portion of the picture, then not only scaling and translation is necessary. The visible part of the picture is also need to be identified. This process is not easy because certain parts of the image are inside while other parts are partially outside, totally outside. It is possible. You can see here in this image. So in this image, you can observe that this line AB, it is entirely in the picture. This picture or this size picture I am going to display among this entire image. Now in this AB line is visible, totally visible, while this IJ, KL, again this IJ, this one, these are totally invisible. And the remaining three lines CD, EF and GH, these are partially inside, partially outside, means partially visible, partially invisible. So the process used to deciding the visible and invisible portion is called clipping. The portion used to decide the visible and invisible part of the picture is called clipping. It's a simple definition, is simple. So clipping determines each element into the visible and invisible portion. In the clipping, what we are going to determine? Whether this line is visible or invisible. Whether this line is visible or invisible, whether it is visible or invisible, and the third part, that is partially visible. Visible portion is selected and invisible portion is discarded. The portion which is visible, it is selected, and the portion which is not visible, it is discarded. Clipping is also useful for copying, moving and deleting a portion of a scene or picture. For example, cut paste option. Where you normally see such kind of option? See, you have taken a photograph in your mobile. Okay? In our day-to-day life, now we are using this clipping everywhere. For example, you have taken a photograph in your mobile, and from that photograph you want to only this part. You want to send this photo to other person, you want to display it in your status, you want to post it in the Facebook. What you normally do? Whatever the part that is not required, we only select this part, and then that part only we transform or whatever, we display that part only. Then what we are doing? That is known as clipping. Means only this part we are selecting. Whatever the part here, this is becomes invisible. That cut paste, we cut this part and paste it, or we display it. Means in our day-to-day life, everywhere we are using this clipping method, but we don't know actually in background how it works. We don't know actually in background how it works. Every photo we are editing, we are doing it. We are edit it, we clip that part, particular part, and select that part only and use that part only. Then how actually this is performed at the background, how that part is only selected, how it is becomes invisible, that we are going to study with the algorithm, different clipping algorithms, that is visibility algorithm, endpoint algorithm, and Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. For this clipping, the line is divided into three types. So the types of lines are visible, invisible, and clipped lines. Visible, invisible, and clipped lines. So visible a line or a lines that are totally inside the window, entirely inside the window, these are known as visible lines. So in the first one, all the three lines are visible. invisible. A line entirely outside the window is considered invisible. So these all are totally outside or entirely outside the window, and that's why they are totally invisible, and such lines are discarded, rejected, or not used in the picture. And the third line that we are going to see the algorithm for that is clipped. A line partially inside the window and partially outside the window is clipped. For clipping, point of intersection of a line with the window is determined. So here in this line, okay, so partially it is outside the window, partially it is inside the window. So for clipping, point of intersection, so this is point of intersection that intersect the window. So from this point P1, the line is considered in the picture, and this remaining line is discarded from the picture. In the same way, here in this line A dash, you can see this is the point of intersection. So here this A dash to P2, it is discarded, and only this part is considered in the picture. Here all the three lines are shown, mixed lines in one window. This is totally visible, this is totally invisible, and this is partially visible. So in this we need to perform the clipping. So clipping means find out the intersection where it intersect to the window, that light intersect to the window, and that part only considered in the picture. Remaining one is discarded or rejected. So in this way, for clipping, the line is divided into three types: visible, invisible, and clipped lines. The algorithm here we are going to see, but before that, two-dimensional clipping. What is meant by two-dimensional clipping? That we see. Clipping can be applied through the hardware as well as software. Hardware we can use directly for clipping purpose, or the software. Here we are going to see algorithm, means we are going to see the software used to perform the clipping. So in some computers, hardware devices automatically do work of clipping, and in some system where hardware clipping is not available, software clipping can be applied. So there are two ways of clipping, either hardware or software. In some computers, hardware devices automatically do the work of clipping, but if hardware is not available for clipping, then software clipping method is applied. So here the example is shown, the original picture before clipping, and this is after clipping. So this line is discarded, this part of the line is discarded, this part of this line is discarded, and this part of this one is discarded, and after clipping we will get this type of picture. The window against which the clipped object is clipped is called clip window. What we call this window? Clipped window. It can be curved or rectangle in shape. We are going to consider only rectangle part. That is simple two-dimensional clipping. Now the first algorithm, that is simple visibility algorithm. There are three algorithms we are going to see: simple visibility algorithm, then end point coding algorithm, and Cohen-Sutherland line drawing algorithm. So first, simple visibility algorithm. A point P. How we represent a point? Suppose this is our window. On this window, point P, how we represent? With two coordinates, x and y. This is x and y coordinate. So x indicate the point dimension or the coordinate on the x direction, and y coordinate, y represent the point coordinates in y direction. So a point P, this point P is anterior to the clipping window if, now see here the clipping window, again I am going to draw it proper way, this clipping window. I draw here the clipping window. Suppose this is my window, clipping window. Now this XL, XR, YT and YB, what that we are going to see here. So XL, so this line, okay, this line, it is XL. This is in X coordinate, correct? And this is Y axis, X axis and Y axis. So this is XL, means left side of X axis, and this is XR, this one entire, this is XR. Now this one from here to here, it is YB. YB means bottom of Y axis, and this one, this is YT, means top of Y axis. See once again, because this XL, XR, YB and YT we are going to use in all the algorithm. So first try to understand what is this XL, XR. So this X axis, direction in X axis, this is our Y axis. So this line, whatever this one XL, X left side, and this one that is XR, X right side. This one YB, Y bottom, and this is YT, Y top. Okay. So a point Px, Y is interior to the clipping window if this X, okay, it is greater than this or equal to XL, greater than or equal to XL, and less than or equal to XR, less than or equal to XR. So that X is interior. Similarly, Y is greater than or equal to YB and less than or equal to YT, greater than this one, less than this one. Means if both these conditions are satisfied and both the conditions are satisfied, then the point XY is interior to the window, clipping window. See once again, if X is greater than this XL and X is less than this XR, then X is interior to the window, and if Y is greater than this bottom and less than this top, then Y is interior to the window. If both are satisfied, then the point P with coordinates X, Y is totally visible or interior to the window. So here this is single point. Here we are going to consider a line with endpoints A and B. With endpoints A and B. The visibility algorithm can be like this. So simple visibility algorithm that we are going to see. A and B are the endpoints of the line with the components X, Y. So here for A we consider XA and YA, the components of A, and for B we consider, XB and YB. For A we consider the coordinates XA, YA, and for B the coordinates XB and YB. Initially visibility is equal to true. Now check whether the line is totally visible or totally invisible or partial. So first we are going to see for totally invisible line. How to identify the line is totally invisible? So the first condition, if, what is the first condition? If point XA means the first coordinate of the line is less than L, is less than L, okay, means it is before this L, less than L, and XB is also less than L, XA is less than L, and XB is also less than L. Whatever Y, no matter. Whatever the Y, no matter. XA is less than L, XL, and XB, and is important here because in the next we are going to see the OR. So both points XA and XB both are less than left, then the line is visibility is equal to false, means line is totally invisible. Totally invisible. Now the second condition, see, if XA is greater than R, XA is greater than R, this point suppose, and Again, the and is important. XB is greater than R. XB, suppose here something. XA is greater than R. XB is greater than R. Whatever YA and YB, no matters. Then what we say? The line is totally invisible. It is on the right side of the window. Totally on the right side of the window. So the third condition is that if YA is greater than YT and YB is also greater than, if YA is greater than YT and also YB is greater than YT. Suppose YA is here and YB is here. Both are greater than YT. Both are greater than YT. Whatever the value of XA doesn't matter. Whatever the value of XB doesn't matter. YA is greater than YT and YB is greater than YB. Then YT, then the line is outside the window. Totally invisible. Upper side of the window. Similarly, the fourth condition is that if YA is less than this YB and YB is also less than this YB, then whatever the XA, XB doesn't matter, the line is outside the window, means totally invisible. So these are the four cases where we can say the line is totally invisible outside the window. Such lines are rejected, not considered in the picture. That is about the totally invisible lines. Now the next one, partially visible. That example we are going to see here. So again I am going to draw here a window. Again this is XL, this is XR, this is YB, this is YT, top. Okay, so start with, if visibility is not equal to false, then either it is totally visible or either it is partially visible. So here we are going to see condition whether it is partially visible. So the first condition is that if XA is less than XL, XA is less than XL. For example, I draw here a line, then it will be clear to you. Suppose the line is like this, A, B. Okay. XA, what is here? XA is less than XL. XA is less than XL. This is our first condition. XA is less than XL and or XA is greater than XR. So I am going to draw here another line. What is the condition here? XA is greater than XR. If any one of the condition is true, and that's why OR is used here. If XA is less than XL and XA is greater than XR, then the A point A is outside the window. Point A is outside the window, means it is partially visible. So visibility is equal to partial. Then second condition, in the same way, there are four conditions. If XB is less than XL, so opposite line here, I draw here example B, AB. So here what is XB is less than XL, correct? XB is less than XL or XB is greater than XR. A is inside, B is now outside. XB is greater than XR. If any one of these condition is satisfied, I write here the number to understand. Second condition. So if XB is less than XL here, and if XB is greater than XR, then the point is, or visibility is equal to partial, means point B is outside the window. In the same way, third case, if YA is less than YB, YA is less than YB. I am going to draw here the line A, B, XA, YA, XB, YB. Okay? If this YB is less than this Y bottom, then what is it indicate? That the, XYA is less than YB. Then what is indicate that the line is partial, the point A is outside. The similar different case, or YA, I draw here the line A, B, XA, YA, XB, YB. So if YA is greater than YT, any one of the condition is satisfied. If YA is less than YB or YA is greater than YT, then it is partial, means point A is outside the window. And the last fourth condition is that if YB is less than this bottom, means the opposite line XB, YB, XA, YA. So if YB is less than this bottom and here opposite, this is fourth condition, this is third condition. If this YB is greater than YT, then if any one of the condition is true, any one of these condition is true, then in this case the point B is outside the window, means the line is partial visible. So if visibility is equal to partial, then the line is partially visible, diagonally crosses the corner, and we need to determine the intersection where it intersects to the window, means this point. For such a lines, we need to determine the point of intersection, means this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. These are point of intersection, and remove the outside part and keep only the inside part. That is our next activity. So visibility is equal to true, then line is totally visible, draw the line. If line is visible, go for the next line. Don't draw the line, reject it, ignore it, go for the next line. Means here the work is related to the clipping. What clipping? For the lines which are partially visible. Which are totally invisible, not necessary to do anything. Which are totally visible, draw the line directly. But the lines which are partially visible, we need to find out the point of intersection where it intersects the window and determine or find out the visible part of the line. And reject the invisible part of the line which are outside the window. So in this way, we can determine the line which are not visible, invisible, totally invisible, the lines which are partially visible, and all remaining lines are visible. The order in which we test for visibility and invisibility are performed immaterial, means which line to be considered first. Whether to be considered this one, it doesn't matter. You can start with this line, then you can go for this line, this line, this line. It is not matter here. The order in which we test visibility, invisibility is immaterial. Some lines require all 4 tests while some requires only one test.